Streaming. Let's get that couple of minutes to confirm. Seems to be a bit of longer delay than usual this time for some reason. There we go. Alright, so we are now streaming. Let us continue playing Darkest Dungeon, Colors of Madness. I think this is the 7th stream. I probably numbered it because I'm good like that these days. So, the Shirker's Prize. I think this is just a sort of another sub-boss that's been stealing our stuff. And we can go and do a champion level mission to try and kill him. For now. We don't really have anybody up to that level yet. We're still kind of trying to just get ourselves set up at level 3. We also badly need to get this sorted out again. So I think the plan is at some point soon, go there, sort out the wine reserves, try and get another invitation, while at the same time working our way down the list and getting a few more of these initial level bosses done. So let's sort by level, see who we've got available. So we have a number of level 1 people we could do with leveling at this stage. So you could go to the wheel and see what the thing from the stars is like, but let's avoid that here. This pretty much means then we have to activate the ancestor relics, and yeah, I suppose that's probably what we end up doing here. We'll take you because we might as well have some extra money if we can get away with it. We'll take you because why not? Let's go for something that's medium. Oh, it is a medium mission, so that is going to be. Do we want to risk it? I don't think we want to risk it. We'll take our cultist, and we will take a shapeless Sith to assist. Although really I could do with talent learning. Alright, we'll go you as well. You can work in the 3rd row, can't you? Rampart, Retribution, Bolster. Seems fine. Level 1, level 1, level 1. Iron Swan, if it bleeds. Breakthrough is not bad, although the debuff's a bit of a pain. Oh, I mean, I think there's a way you can set it so it kind of tries to also balance it so that you have more or less one of each of the classes. I don't even know if I've got that turned on or not, but still, I'm glad you're enjoying the game and the madness. Purge is okay, however, we'll take Revenge and Intimidate over that for the moment. Alright, well, let's go off and activate the Ancestor Relics. Also, while I remember, let's go and actually give some trinkets to these people. Additional healing received and additional dodge. Seems okay. Increased scouting chance. And since we're already at speed 0, Book of Intuition. Accuracy, critical, plus stress, though. But we have a certain tome for that, so there we go. Less stress, more damage, more accuracy. And we have the Hellion, who can have the Hellpin, which would be very good if we turn the torchlight down. I think we're quite at the point of risking that. That seems especially good. So the more damage you take, the more you're doing. Let me quit that. Okay, we'll go with that. Yes, I haven't actually done any embarkation stuffs. 8 food, shovel, anti-venom, got some herbs, get a bandage, holy water, 4 torches, shouldn't need too much more than that. We will gamble as is. So ultimately, we do want our Man-at-Arms leveled up because he's one of the best people for dealing with the Prophets. We could do with a few other people getting close to level 2 as well. And of course, we have the crew to get to as well.
That we may prevent them from falling into even less scrupulous hands.
Also, was this supposed to be a short mission? Oh, we're about to find out. Yeah, we do have firewood. I did not take enough food for this mission. Oh well, Minimal resources then. Put some bleed on. Nope. Nervous stab. 1 for 1. Do a bit of damage there. Rampart stun. Oh, that's the problem. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, this isn't the best of parties I've built, in all honesty. We have to avoid the Rampart stunnage, I think. Alright, number 3. So we can go for more bleed effects on the Sea Maggot. Didn't work. Alright, put you in the front, and we're going to set up a Retribution here. Alright, Brine for 4. You're already taking 10 hit points. Alright, Antiquarian at the back, not doing particularly well, and Hysterical Blindness. Yeah, we've been spending too long on this.
Confidence surges.
Thankfully, 1 down. Stun resists. Set up another Retribution, only 0 damage though. Brine counters for 1. Let's actually do some damage now. No blood left for the leeches. 2 damage per round. We want to probably prevent that, although we're going to have some more severe problems later. 4 damage. Okay.
Give them no quarter.
Clearly the answer was just kill them. Alright, heal yourself for 2. Maybe I do just go for this. Let's go with this. Shot. Okay. So they're both dead. It's now just this thing to deal with.
The offensive.
And then I'm going to have to think about setups a little bit more. Just have no accuracy. Our leper has been more accurate than you so far. Alright. So yeah, that could have gone better. You don't really have the ability to fight in that row. Crush is only 2 positions. I thought that was 3 positions, but fine. Let's take that off. Bring on the command, because that can be used everywhere. And we'll use you as sort of more of a taking orders person. You can't even do cover. Well, we've started. We might as well try and continue. Antiquarian needs to pick things up. I keep forgetting this. And 4 torches to do this means we're basically going to be doing this at night soon. Also, that looks... Oh, that'll be what we're trying to gather, the Ancestor Relics. Crit 7. Good start. Who's more worrying, actually? Probably you.
Annihilated.
Okay, so the person dealing stress has gone away. We still got you, though. Let's go for additional dodge.
The blood quickens.
Full V. So you're gonna do protection, or is this the... Yeah, this is the damage one. Only 4. This should be okay. We are gonna Iron Swan you to death, though. 12. Needed. Not quite enough. That'll do, though. Alright, so let's go for some spot heals, I think. Crit 4 spot heal on yourself. Good dodging. Guess on to you. Iron Swan then.
Destroyed.
Yeah, we are slightly hampered,
Seize this
but we
momentum.
should be okay.
Push
Hopefully.
on to the task's end.
Don't want to use that. That's a bit of a waste right now. Let's get rid of that because the antiques are worth more and stack considerably higher.
If only treasure could staunch.
Except we've got to carry these things with us.
Otherworldly corruption.
Well, let's keep going. This is almost certainly going to be a retreating one at some stage, but if we can earn a little bit of cash, it's not going to be too bad.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles. Paid for in
Into
blood.
shadowy territory. Oh, okay, that's 2. Take that over the 750 gemstones. They're worth keeping at the moment, I think. We need to keep that because it's the cove. We'll risk blight. Well, with 2 of these done and a scouting thing, we might actually be okay here. Quest location. Oh, we're basically done. Well, in that case, we are gonna camp.
A moment of
Gonna eat all the food. This is not gonna backfire at all in a few moments.
Against the coming horrors.
Right. Grab a key. We can grab multiple things. Wish we'd got the trinket one up on you, in all fairness. Grab another torch. And grab a holy water. Oh, that's probably worth 3. Self-stress heal. Increase damage in position 1. Yeah, apparently. I mean, I thought I'd ruined myself here, but we can't really complain at that. Curious incantation. Lowers your stress relief. Put a wound care on you for no reason. Put a wound care on you for no reason. We might get ambushed, but so far we'll live with that.
The light, the promise of safety.
Alright, so 1 battle to go, and we know it's here. So having slightly messed this up, we've actually got away with it, so considerably looking at that. Alright, try to put the bleed up. Didn't work. Never stab you to death. Shop for near death, and see if we can retribution you to death. We can. See, this party's very narrow in what it can do, but it is kind of working now. But yeah, it cannot work in any other position, and they are hobbled on what they can actually do. The only person who's got full access to moves, I think, is you and the Antiquarian at the back. But still, good damage. Good loot. Let's see what else we can find. Actually, given that we know this is fine, I mean, there might be a battle at the end, but I'm actually inclined to snuff the torch out. Okay, didn't get anything for that. We still got our scout report. Okay, so we know where the treasure is. Alright, 2 blanks. Come on. Give me some loot. Thank God. The object of our search. We will take that over a bandage. And we will explore down to whatever that curiosity is. And see if we want to continue on. Oh, good damn it.
The requirements of survival.
Well, slight stress is not a problem now that we've won the mission and can just leave, but... yeah, okay. Well, we gained a little bit more gold at least. So it's not nothing. Not nothing at all. No scout report. I don't want to really risk things. The party's not the best. We'll just take that and go. Bit of a steal, really. Okay, so Sith, Clumsy, Ruins Adventurer. Minus 20 healing received. Okay, so a few things we want to deal with. Ooh, one free weapon upgrade, you say?
Yours for the taking.
Okay, so one free weapon upgrade. Then, unfortunately, it doesn't give us many people we can use this with, does it? Unless I can upgrade beyond the point, it's not going to be... No, I need to get up to that level 3 weaponsmithing, and we have a lot of crests. Maybe I should start converting and just get this weapon upgrade that's actually one that's worthwhile. How many deeds would I need? I'd need 10. There we go. Free upgrade to the Greatsword. Alright, so we still need you to deal with that. So our party of vampires is ready for another assault on the Crimson Court. We will probably have to do a mission there at some stage. We can go and just quickly heal that. And then we think about somebody else. We can't send our vamps in there, unfortunately, but we can probably go and get Rise. Yeah, let's get Rise's Kleptomania fixed. That's something we don't want to have. Yeah, losing items is terrible. Okay. So, next up then. Alright, so we have 3 bosses available. I think these are all of these bosses with the exception of the cannon down here. So, Sunshine in the Thicket. Well, I mean, we could do this instead, actually. Just get ourselves up to the extra boss that we need. Can actually build the party properly this time, I suppose. Yeah, put you in. Put you in. Talon up to the front, and let's put a healer that's actually a healer at the back. And we will do this first, then we'll go and do our other bits. So level 2, level 2, level 2. You need an upgrade. Okay. So I think we do want to give you a guard skill, even though... Yeah. Definitely want that guard skill up. Just not now, we will need that for later. You've got all your skills, apparently. You have everything we'd want to give you. Alright, so you're a back row vessel, which means we need both the healing skills upgraded. We'll take Dazzling Light, and we will take Judgment. Okay. And equip the trinkets. Sort the character class. We actually have 2 of these. Let's sell one then. Okay, 8 speed on first round. 2 speed on the first round. After the first round. Okay, so it's basically a speed up, but it doesn't really have a lot of usefulness, and it also undoes our stun effect. So unless I have an item that negates that, I think they're still going to go with the stress healing bonuses. Okay, let's give you... Let's give you those things. Fear of beasts might be a problem, but we'll worry about that later. Alright. Oh, actually, yeah, fear of beasts is going to be a problem. Because, of course, we are going to have an encounter. Alright, we'll leave that there. Scouting, trap, disarm, and let's go for something like... mass increase in dodge. Finally leaving to our man-at-arms who can go and just smash things, I think. Load speed for surprise, and the solar crown. Okay. Provision up. This time we're going to do this properly. We'll go for 12 food, 2, a stack of torches, and 1... No, we'll say 2 blood, just to be on the safe side. Okay, embark. Okay, activate the 3 infected corpses. Obviously, there'll be the 1 down here, there'll be 2 down here, and unfortunately, we have to backtrack a lot. Oh, also, you're wasting away. Thankfully, because he got to wasting level before we had that, he doesn't go into the sort of blood-bursting thing that definitely causes problems sometimes.
Finding the stop is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Well, that was easy. Alright, infected corpse number 1. Cleansed, and we get a scout report. Doesn't particularly matter in this case as we're going both directions eventually, but we'll go this way first. Okay, some stuff.
Nature herself. A victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
Oop. Ah! Game seemed to want to pause for a brief moment there. Okay, so you have the fear of beasts as a problem. Okay, let's just go harvest. Put some bleed up. That's done quite nicely there. Shakules! And he needs laudanum. Okay. Let's judge one of these. Got the kill.
As the enemy crumbles.
And also need change mace bash for other effect. I think we just want to kill these. I know that this guy's really annoying, but if we have a chance to kill these dogs off, we probably should.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Rapid rush for free. Let's bleed. Crush the madman.
Knowing uncertainty, the birthplace of dread.
No, I don't really want to do solo. Let's go battle bow, I think. Resist the rabies. Overwhelming terror. But not before we just go stab to death.
Be gone, fiend.
And final judgment.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Alright, 750 and 2 food.
handsome reward. For a
Not
task
bad.
well
Alright, we'll
performed.
throw that over for a couple of food just to mitigate your health loss. In we go. We are letting the light run down a bit here. That's just... Oh, we actually got the scout report. And we know there's a secret door back there. So we will sort that on the way back. Alright, so encounter, 2 curiosities. Curiosity, and another obstacle. There's a lot down here, but this actually does have a quest location. Aha! Another invitation. Alright, let's not interfere with things. We need to cause some bleed. Judgment you. Enraging Slight! Movement resist, which is good. Okay, he will run away if we don't get him killed in the next turn or two. Thankfully, let's put him into Jester bleed range, so we might be able to get lucky and do that. Meanwhile, we have various blight issues to deal with. Retribution Strike, let's just put him within range at this point. We might get lucky and he gets a counter attack as well. And we have yet another vampire. Also, let's put him in the back row, which is not what we wanted. Alright. Crush, trying to move him forward one position. Didn't work. Got him. Alright. Gather the blood. Alright, so 4 stack damage around, so he is dead next time unless he does some healing. But hey, we got an invitation. That means we can go and have another go at the impossibly long mission. You're dead. You're dead. No idea what we want to be doing. Let's just kill you.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Alright, quick party heal.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Okay, so decisions to make here. We need the Baron's invitation. So we'll replace that for the bandage. We know we're going to need these over the holy water. That's got more value. That potentially is more value. Let's go for that. Hope that's good enough. Advance. Okay. Stashed heirlooms. Second quest location. Oh, does this mean the mission's over here? Yeah, that means the mission's over. Well done. We're getting good at these short missions, aren't we? Yeah, we're going to continue adventuring. We've got all this camping equipment we need to use. God darn it, we're going to use it. Hunger strike's not really a problem for us right now. Into the secret door. Okay, we thankfully have a key.
Glittering gold.
I'm not sure we trust the food, but that's a good mission at that point.
Or in blood.
Let's camp out. Not going to get for the stress heal at the moment. We seem okay for that. Fred's Nighttime Ambush doesn't really do anything here. We know we actually want to do this, don't we? one companion needs to have an accuracy boost. Armor piercing doesn't really work for us that much. Minus 25% stress. We know he's going to have the stress events going on for him, so anything we can do to reduce his stress count is probably worthwhile. So we stacked basically minus 40% here. And I think for the party, we'll just go for the dodge crit chance and see how this goes.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Oh, that is a big snake thing.
There will be no rest by the fire tonight.
Alright, stack some things. Warning rattle. Judgment on the big thing. We missed the big thing. Pierce and dodge. Alright, let's set up a retribution on the big guy. And it's molting. Healing 8. And getting rid of the bleed. Attack, placing more bleed in more infusion. We need to get rid of this, although I don't think we've got a lot of ways of doing it, have we? Bypass stealth. Armor piercing. Nah, we'll just go for the stab there. 11 damage. Crit 9. Burn in holy flame! I never did change that equipment around. Crush 7. Oh, that should be enough, you know. 3 additional bleed, 4 there. Alright, 2 rounds. 4 damage needed to kill this thing. That thing's gonna die, so let's crit 16 that.
Monstrous size has no
easy target.
Merit, unless
second one dead.
Exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Might as well go for a spot heal here. I mean, I don't know if we're going to be doing all that much else here, in all honesty, but you never know. I might decide to keep exploring. Solo! So much dodge! And so much slicing.
Be wary.
Okay, so we gained some stuff. Some of it we're interested in. Uncommon shield breaker items probably fine. We'll take the journal snippet for no real reason. Over the torches. We'll take that over the food. And we'll take the Aegis over the shovels. Alright. Let's return home in glory. So if nothing else, that was a good treasure round for us. And we got enough people at level 2 now that we can try stuff. Willphobe, Gothic, and Deadly. We like Deadly. 2% crit chance, always a good thing. Sunshine in the Thickets. 33% resolve XP in the next quest, 15% on the Wield. Okay. So I guess that means we should probably be doing the 8-pounder now. We have all the benefits going on in the Wield anyway. It makes sense to go for this. I wouldn't last a minute! Well, we'll see about that. We will see about that. Okay. So Talon's probably fine. We don't want to bring you in. Let's think. What was the 8-pounder? This is one of all of the humans. We need to kill the one person at the back every round, if I remember rightly, or at least prevent him from attacking. So what could possibly go wrong? Indeed. So we'll save you. We know we need you for a different one. Finale's not really good. Bleed doesn't do a lot there to a cannon. Bypassing armor actually isn't a bad thing, though, so maybe we do take the shield breaker here. Alright, we take a secondary position shield breaker. We take an occultist for some healing and also for various other bits and pieces. So much bleed. You're probably the best damage dealer, and also you have the Iron Swan. So we'll take you along as well. And if we take a Plague Doctor for a 4th position. So we can attack the back. Abyssal Artillery, Weakening Curse, so we can lower the defense of the cannon. Lower the damage of the cannon if we need to. Pull enemies towards us. Weird Reconstruction. Okay, that all works reasonably well, I feel. So now we just need to guild up. I mean, Breakthrough does do damage to a group. It's probably not the best of things we could have, but it's not bad by any means. Alright, Pierce can hit all enemies, does armor piercing. Expose might be useful. Impale does light blight damage. More blight, and puncture, breaks guard, can't be guarded. My phone's going off. Nothing important. Yeah, maybe I'll just change it to that. We've got plenty of cash, so I'm not too worried about just spending stuff at this stage. And then it's just making sure we have all of the equipment upgraded. Okay. So I feel this can work. Unequip. And sort by character class. Okay. So we got all the damage in case things go wrong, and we have... Oh, we don't have... Oh, I suppose we got one healer. Okay, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. The cannon, unfortunately, is not made of stone. Max hit points. I think we'll give you the scout book just because we want to see if we can find things a little quicker. And of course, like most of the boss missions, we're going straight for them. We're not really looking to just rush there. Will not take part. Not allowed to visit the brothel. Additional stress versus beasts, but we're okay with that. Alright, so for you. Protection and increased blight skill, since I've given you both of those. Let's actually set that up. Anarchist Impale. Okay, so actually you guys want to be in the front, which is a little annoying with this skill set. But I suppose he's got the forward 1 effect. I guess it just means that when we use you, we're going to have to prepare for you possibly being in the second row. But most of your abilities work there, so that'll be fine. Third row, you're pretty much sorted. It's just a case of what equipment do we end up giving you. Increased resistances. Resistance isn't really your problem, though. I'll give you the camouflage cloak, and we will give you the increased blight chance. Actually, I'll give you the increased accuracy. There we go. Lose a few hit points, but you hit things more often. And finally, we have you. So, if the torch goes down... Yeah, that's a bit bad, actually. 20% extra damage, though. That will take. I'd much rather have the healing skills, but I feel that we want to kill things in the back row quite a lot with you, so that makes more sense. Level 1, Weird Reconstruction, Abyssal Artillery. I wish we could give you Stabity Death, but it's fine. You're in the back row. This is what you're doing. Alright. Let's fight a cannon! 12 food, 2 shovels, 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 of those. Standard stack of torches. Embark.
Simple folk are by their nature loquacious, and the denizens of the hamlet were no exception. It was not long before rumors of my morbid genius and secretive excavations began to fuel local legend. In the face of my increasingly egregious flaunting of public taboos, awe turned to ire, and demonstrations were held in the town square.
Goddamn peasants.
The smell of sulfur and gunpowder hangs in the air. The war machine is close.
Okay, so the war machine should be in this back one. Unfortunately, because of the design, we are going to have to fight our way through this dungeon. But we do have additional damage, so this should be helpful.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
Does mean though we're going to have another snake thing at some stage, but it's fine. Missed. Weakening curse. Actually do have reasonable blight resistance, I've just noticed, but not reasonable enough. Alright, rabies, but we've got a plague doctor, so we can actually potentially heal that.
Another one falls. Be gone.
15. And we'll heal you at least. Actually, worse than. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that actually did himself as well.
Remind yourself that
hey, double benefit.
is a slow and insidious
Doesn't heal
killer.
himself, of course, but if you can cure that as well, why not? Alright, we get a further scout report. Just gives us the next couple of things, which we don't care too much about.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
2 8 health point ectoplasms.
Back
One of
to
them's
the
dead.
pit.
And so's the other.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Yeah, I don't know whether we want to keep order or not, but... oh, well, it's fine. Alright, good news about this is, suppose we do get additional loot by doing a longer dungeon. It just means there's more things that can go wrong and screw the party up slightly. Like this encounter, for example. Which I have done rather darker than I should have done. Okay, Plague Grenade. Good bit of initial blight. Stressful incantation. Now, Abyssal Artillery should hopefully deal with that, though.
The enemy crumbles.
Alright. If it bleeds... and pierce, because that nearly puts you to death.
Give them no quarter.
And again, swaps the positions over again.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
They do have good blight resistance, but not very good bleed resistance. 15.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Grab all that, and let's use this. Consecrate the fountain. Restore 30 sanity. Let me see. I must see! Well, he resists. But he saw. Alright, 10 food. I should probably not be letting the torchlight run down. Still got a scout report though, so we'll at least find out whether it's worth continuing on for this for a little bit. Alright. Alright, at least one. We might decide to camp after this because we're quite close.
Secrets and wonders can be found in the most tenebrous corners of this place.
Okay, no additional scout reports, so we would have to fight 2 battles if we went this far now. Yeah, I think we'll just camp here. Get things set up. All right.
The battle may yet be won.
Deal with as much stress as we can right now. So you picked up a disease, so we can go and cure that. Alright, leaves 9. Armor piercing for all companions seems like a good plan, especially with what we're about to fight. Alright, battle trance on you, because we know we're going to have to mitigate some stress gains in a little bit. Minus 15 stress, and I guess minus 15 stress on you as well. Alright, rest up. They are upon us. Oh, it was actually an ambush, not the night resting. Okay. This shouldn't be a problem, though, because that one's already dead, and it's just 2 Webbers.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Breakthrough. Yeah, there we go.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Well, that was an okay ambush. We can live with that. Didn't give us anything particularly, and we didn't end up fighting the snakes, which is what I was slightly more worried about. Alright, Vermitorch.
The promise of safety.
Alright, 1 bone rabble and a couple of cultists. Stab the cultist lady. +10 bleed. And Demon's Pull is dodged. Actually, let's go for a breakthrough. Alright, I was about to say, they could probably have killed a couple of them there, but didn't work. I'm not sure that our Plague Doctor cares too much about being in the front row here. He can actually fight quite well, which is surprising, but he can. Crit 22.
Destroy them all.
Stabity death.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Oh, gained a sapphire out of that as well. Alright, sapphire over the holy stuff, that over that, and that over that. Back to the default party order, and we move on. Well, we have to use a shovel. Alright, key 2 cultists, and they are surprised. Okay. So I think this is going to be a case of destroy the back row here. Possibly by just moving you into the back row. Missile artillery. Followed by a plague grenade. Not quite enough to kill, but that works quite well. Yeah, if it wasn't for the 10% damage downgrade, they actually have quite a nice little passing back and forth system going on. Yep, that's a thing that happens. So now we get to fight a bigger one. Alright, well, we know you're dead. 22 crit to the large ectoplasm.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Weakening curse. Just lower its armor a little bit. Stabity death. 11. Okay, that means it's probably finished off here. But first, slime. Breakthrough. There we go. Double kill.
Just size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
120 gold. Hidden compartment finds us some more bits we're interested in.
Well performed.
Do we care about bleed? I don't know how much we care about bleed. Probably get rid of these. We don't have any debuffs we want to use. Although, actually, I suppose that would have been useful for... Well, it doesn't matter now. Alright. This route weighs the longest, so it should be this direction. But we'll see. That was a trap.
Curious is the trap maker's art. His efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
Okay, and we do want these.
As the light gains purchase,
do I just gamble on there not being anything important here in terms of keys? I probably do. I could have given up the food, but there's always the chance of a hunger event before we're done.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
And we need at least a few more torches to get into the last battle with proper light levels. Alright, bandits, blanket fire. Alright, 17 crits to the big guy. Well, the Flagellant's just a crazy person who likes to inflict harm on himself. The Leaper, at least, I suppose... I don't know. I think the Flagellant's the one I'd least like to meet in a combat scenario, I think. Artillery. 8 damage, so no corpse as well, so he's now in the front row doing retreating shots rather than his standard thing. And 17 crits to the face.
A trifling victory.
Alright, scout report.
But a victory nonetheless.
Oh, damn it. Okay, so we got another obstacle, and we're out of shovels. Unless we can find a shovel in here. Probably worth risking the anti-venom. It didn't work. Okay. Bit more stress. We are at least fine for stress. The little bit of damage is annoying, but...
You must rely on flesh and indefatigable purpose.
80, 80... 60, 80.
The way is lit. The path is clear.
Alright, let's get through this battle without losing too much health. It's a load of Nashes. Okay, so... Impale. That was a good throw, actually. That might just allow us to win to this in one go. Right, that one's dead. That one's not dead. Alright, let's just artillery out. That's gotten rid of 2 potential bits of bleed damage. And then do a... No, we can't. You're not in the front row. Dodged. Okay. So, potentially 4 rounds of bleed damage coming up. Which I suppose having one more round does mean we can do some healing with you. Yeah, 1 bleed damage isn't the end of the world, really, especially as I can heal that. Crit 4. Reconstruct. Stab the one that hasn't gone yet. And miss the one that's still got an action. I think I'll just go Weaken Curse here. It's tempting to do some heals, but they're not that far and we can just kill him off. Found more Glod.
Seize this momentum.
And a bit of... Oh, God darn it, another obstacle. There's about 4 shovels we need to get through this mission. Unless we get random shovel reward here. 9 damage. Get some bleed going. We probably do want to kill this, actually, so let's artillery. Missed. Crit 14. Okay, stab for death. We just stick with the incisions. Critical weakening curse. And crit 25. Okay. Shouldn't have too many problems in terms of stress, at least, and a ruby as well. It's the last area. If there's a hunger event, we'll live with it. But actually, we can just do this, can't we? So it'll be a slightly reduced torchlight, but we should be fine. Let me see, I must see! He has resisted the disease, though. Alright, boss time. So torchlight's a little lower than I would have wanted, but we'll live with that. 2 food, food, and food. Alright, attack the back row. Or attack this guy anyway.
An engine of destruction.
Alright, play grenade. This artillery was dodged. Okay, we do need to deal with that. Because this is the guy who lights the fuse. As long as we deal with him every round, we should be fine. Which means everybody else can concentrate on trying to kill this cannon. $11 damage to the cannon. Slice and dice. This is kind of similar to the Colors of Madness sections. It just does things. Right, reinforcements brings another one of you. Alright, so you're going to be dead in 2 rounds anyway. Let's see if we can get a kill here. So if we can get a kill from you every round, then we can actually concentrate on just weakening the cannon. It's got a huge debuff resistance, so we can't actually do anything to that, I guess. Well, 8 damage around, I suppose. Incision for 8. So you're dead next round. And we dodged. You're dead the round after. This round we can concentrate on doing a little more to the cannon.
A death by injury.
Right, 1 out. Yeah, I think we're just going to keep you on stab him, Juicy. I know you're better at dealing with other things, but that's all we can really do here. We'll go incision, 6 damage. Not expecting it to bleed. Alright, cannon's in the front row. Do we want to do a heal? 2 points of damage is 2 points of damage. We'll just start it up. Alright, hack for 8. Reinforcements! It's not bringing enough reinforcements faster. It used to bring... I'm sure it brings more than that around. Or it's supposed to. But between our own party members, we can now just stack all the lower damage and just keep going. So, cannon is dealt with. I might be slightly overconfident here, but I'm fairly sure it is dealt with. Okay, there we go. He brought 2 reinforcements this time. Yeah, I think we keep the damage going on them. Maybe it's the harder version of the boss. I mean, it might just be random, but I was fairly certain it did restock the whole party member, because one of my tactics when I first went through it was to basically keep a couple of people on low health, just so I wouldn't have continual reinforcements. At least the ones I didn't care about. Probably not much point in doing anything other than 1 damage to cannon at this point. Alright, 24 hit points. As long as we keep killing the person with a fuse, we really don't have to worry about it. Okay, that's good. So now actually we can have our shield breaker actually break a shield. Armor piercing. 11 damage. Yeah, we're not at a risk of needing that just yet. In fact, we could probably just start concentrating on the cannon here. Yeah, it's 4 hit points from death. We don't need to worry about anything else. If it gets a shot off this time, we'll let it. Plague Doctor assassination.
Our family crest is once again a symbol of strength.
Die in shock at the cannon's fall.
This expedition at least promises
Well, we gain a couple of trinkets as well, so might as well grab those. Yeah, have some food. You deserve it. Okay. We return to the hamlet in glory. Another boss down. 3 level 1 bosses to go. Or 3 first tier bosses anyway, whatever it's supposed to be. And the tough ring's not a bad return as well. Alright. Known cheat. Not allowed to gamble in town. Improved stress reduction while meditating and camping. Okay, that's fine. And we still have an occultist who can go and assist in one of the other areas now.
And reward. A siren's call to the enterprising stalker.
Okay. Various Crimson Curse things are we're being warned about now. Alright, let's unequip all trinkets. Let's have a quick check on how our party that actually can do the Crimson Court is doing. They're at low stress levels, and actually we can go and upgrade their equipment, can't we? There we go, that's doing quite nicely. Rise has flooped into the chat. How are you doing, sir? Well, yeah, so we... Alright, so we got the Southern Crew, we have the Prophet, we have the Flesh still to do. But I feel that it is time to return back to this thing. So, in comes the Shadowhawk, in comes you, in comes Mara, in comes Anion. So this party did really well last time, and I think it is the correct party. It's got all of the healing skills. What else could we possibly do with this? First of all, let's actually make sure we got everything. So, unequip, sort by characters. Alright, so our Musketeer can go for the increased crit chance, which makes some sense, and go for... I guess the increased scouting chance still has some relevance. Glad to hear it, sir. Alright, our Vestal keeps both the healing skills, because we need to do that. You, then. So, increased bleed chance, bleed resist, death blow resist. Death blow resist is probably really good, actually. Speed increase if below health is okay. And since you do most of your damage with bleed effects anyway, I think the Tough Ring's actually not a bad one to go for. 10% protection score, increased hit points. Why have you got a dodge reduction? Oh, clumsy. So that all makes sense to me. Again, I don't like lowering the crit chance on my people if I can avoid it. I still don't know if the stonework skill is actually going to be useful at this stage or not. Maybe I should take it, though. I took it last time. I couldn't think of anything else I wanted to take, in all honesty. In all fairness, he's already got the Crimson Curse, which is the one disease we care about, so increased bleed blight resistance is probably reasonable here. Alright. Let's provision up. Full stack of food. Thankfully, we've got tons of cash at the moment, so we're not doing too bad there. 2. Full stack of those. 2 keys. A stack of torches. 4 blood. Just because. And we'll take enough holy water to just cover some eventualities. In fact, actually, yeah, let's just go up. Alright. Should be fine. he says. Let us once again return to the courtyard. And apparently, according to Marashin, I have basically 36 rooms I can still go to at the moment. Whether or not I want to is another matter. Okay, so we are here. We need the yellow key. So I think we're going to go south and just explore this area. We'll explore north if we hit too many dead ends or we hit something that, you know, seems to indicate we should be going for it. All of them want blood. I'm not sure having them all in bloodlust at the same time is a good idea. I don't think we ever found out what this was doing, so... Blood? Could there be some here? There could be. There could be. But right now we're going to leave that alone. There's no actual battle until we get to this part. This is a curiosity, not a battle, so... Alright, let's dig up the blood flowers, see what we find. Sapphire and some crests.
The flow of otherworldly corruption.
And we have a couple of battles this way. Alright, we have a couple of people wasting, so we do need to now deal with those, but they're now not going to go into full-on bloodlust just yet. I don't mind a couple of people going into it, but I need to be cautious. We also have no blood we wish to give you. We have 4 vampires we need to feed, and hopefully we can get some blood out of these guys. Alright, let's call shot on the Chevalier. Judgment for 10. Crit 10 heal as well, which is nice. I am the Blood God! Yeah, 6 and bleed I think is the way to go here. Because now this should hopefully get both. Oh, it was close. Got 1. Alright. Crusader's stunned.
The slow death.
And now it's just the front row people to deal with. Okay.
Unforgiving.
I am lost in the throes of ecstasy! Aim shot. 27 crits. That's exactly what we wanted. Judgment heal.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
Oh, that couldn't have gone too much better. And we got a second
This
sapphire as well, which is
expedition
nice.
Promises success.
Alright, let's use a torch for accuracy just because we're going into a encounter area. Okay, so basically a standard party, really. Dodged. Enraging Slight. Please don't be stunned. $14 shots. Not bad. And it's on the person we probably want to kill at this point anyway.
Their formation is broken.
Crit 10 on the heel.
Maintain the offensive.
Alright, let's punish the manservant because he deserves it. J'accuse!
Disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
And more blood gathering. We could do with picking up some blood in a couple of these encounters, in fairness. I don't know how far we're going to be able to go without without picking up some more. J'accuse!
As the fiend
Double kill.
falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Alright, 2 more blood. That'll do. 2 blood should keep us safe. We do probably want the deeds. I'm gonna gamble and say we need... Actually, we can gamble away this for the moment. Alright, scout reports. The map is so huge it doesn't know how to scout properly. Top, middle, or bottom? Let's go middle. Well, we got some more treasure here if we want it. I guess we do.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Although maybe we don't. There's going to be less blight resistance here. I don't know why I picked all these stuffs up. I'm just now removing it entirely just on... I suppose we could use the food. But even then, this is to kind of keep us in the game when we badly need it, not just for inventory space. Okay, Chevalier, Courtesan, and a couple of manservants. Well, let's get some bleed going at the back.
Executed.
Infallible servitude. Okay, so protection is starting up. Let's go for the kill. Alright, that's got a kill. Judgment on the guarding one. And we might just go smite that one.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
Yeah, smite that one. Get him killed. Put the Chevalier into risk again. This is the one that does the damage. 17 crit. Alright, more rain on you. 8 points of bleed damage currently. Refined palate. And a lot more stress than I would like. Washing Crimson, I am reborn! Alright, patch up. Judgment for 4, self-heal for 5. Alright, so that... he is dead. Just in case dealing with a manservant now. And the increased... he was already stunned, I think. Punish you, 18 crit. That is how you punish. Do some stress heals. Let's see if we can get some more stress heals. Not quite. Up to 4 blood, though. As much as I'd love to take the portrait, I think we're going to have to leave it for now. Blue key. Alright, scouting. So... so there's an obstacle if we get... yeah, I do need the blue key. I'm aware I need the blue key. Problem is, it's not the yellow key. I'm wondering if this is mirrored. No, maybe not, actually. They look... alright, I was thinking maybe it was mirrored. Maybe it's not. Either way, we've got to go back to here and then I'll think about things. Because either we can go back and explore the top, assuming we've got the area from down here. Because my thinking is, at least in terms of map making skills and various other things, is that if this area down here was symmetrical to the area up top, it makes sense that there's 2 keys. One up top, one bottom. And I imagine that is the case, but it's also possible that the blue key opens the door at the top and the yellow key opens, or whatever the other green key, maybe, whatever it is, opens something down here I've not found yet. So, I'm going up. If we need to come back down here, we got the half entirely explored. We even have blood to get some treasure here at this stage. What we do need is a stress heal somewhat urgently at some point soon, but we know we can pick those up. Do I want to give you some blood? Probably not. Not right now, anyway. I know he can give us some better than... he can at least give us uncommon trinkets, which, you know, have their uses. Alright, craving the blood. We are going to give you the blood. I will drink from my enemies! Alright, up we go. Plenty of curiosities. Let's hope there's something that we can use to heal some stress. Yes, there is. Eggs burned to ash, 30 stress healed. And another one. Alright, so we're up to 6 blood, 5 blood rather, so we're doing okay here. That was the one thing, with all 4 of our characters needing blood very urgently. I'm going to assume symmetry here. This is where this battle has nothing to do with anything. Found treasure.
Beyond measure.
Up to 3 sapphires. So we should be quite rich in terms of results when we get through with this. Alright, we know there's a big counter here. Let's do this. Let's eat up. Enter we go. And put heal up fairly urgently. Okay, 2 supplicants, 2 courtesans. You are craving the blood. Well, now you are the Fury. "22 crits, she is the Fury!" 25% healing skills for a couple of rounds. I'm not even going to bother marking up, we're just going to go for the shot. 20 crits. Suddenly the party has come good. Smite! Oh, that was not 3 crits on the bounce. Oh, I might as well take the kill. Gather the blood. 3 damage. Alright, we'll make this a healing round for you. And use our remaining 2 party members to just finish things off. So let's go for a party heal. Smite! And 17 damage. In Sapphire number 4, we don't need that though. It's not symmetrical.
Trick of the light.
Top, middle, or bottom, folks? Well, left, middle, or bottom. Left, middle, or right, anyway. Top, he says. Okay. Out of my way, I must cleanse myself! And we are cleansed and have loot. But I'm gonna have to keep with what we got at the moment. We got a lot of things for this, but yeah, let's see the ambush he's pushed us into now. Oh, well, that answers that question. Oh, god darn it! Another one of these things.
Unnatural and abhorrent.
All right, let's go with that because that lowers its dodge. Mark it because we need to do some crits. I imagine we needed to do this anyway, but darn you. All right. Rain of Sorrows. Resisted and resisted the bleed as well. Lurking Fear. Well, it can move closer all it wants to. We're going to defend up. Throw a party heal up. Swarming Corruption. Dodged. Alright, I'm no longer trusting Rise's top, middle, or bottoms. Everybody else can vote however they feel, but... Teeth Rake, 8 damage. Hey, nice to know the bandages I've been holding on to are actually going to be worth something. I still can't actually attack him. Immune! Also, we've lost... Alright, let's just shoot him. 4 damage. Submerge. And healed. Bleed's continuing at least. So 8 damage per round. Apex Predator. This is the thing that did all the damage last time.
Blurred vision. The end approaches.
Okay. So I can't mark him. I can't really shoot him either. Let's put some heals up.
Can be healed, but never hidden.
Judgment for 11. Smite for 8. Smite for 9. Okay. Let's put up a party heal just to keep us topped up.
Sedated.
We know it'll do Apex Predator shenanigans at some stage. T-break, crit 17. And full D forward as well. That's not particularly good for us. He's really not happy with his darn musketeer.
Perched at the very precipice of a
Onions at death's door. Back 2. Stunning blow. Let's see if we can stun this thing. Didn't. 70% though. Had a reasonable shot of it. Lurking fierce. It goes back. It hides. So now we can punish it and do some proper bleed damage. Smite for 10. Party heal. Better not be giving up. We have need of this. Death's door again.
Teetering on the brink, facing the abyss.
Selfish. Okay, so we now got afflictions to worry about as well. And he decides to pass. On Death's door, when he has the ability to heal himself.
Survival.
Anion, you killed yourself killed. Well done.
In this sprawling tomb.
I don't even know if Anion's here, but... Alright. Submerge. Is he retreating another space back? Nope, he's not. He's just staying down. So we know what's coming. It's the big attack. 9. Yeah, it is the big attack. We could have healed, but I feel we need to do the damage right now. Alright, 60 health. Apex Predator. Dodged! Good. Alright, now we have a good chance of killing him. Alright, 7 plus now 10 bleed. Lurks again. Smite for 12. Rakes up. That's not too bad, actually. I think we've activated Marishan's effect. He's craving the blood. And we'll have your blood! That's a 9 damage and we kill him. T-break. And he's dead.
Remind yourself.
Well, the chipped tooth is probably more valuable, but we should probably eat all the food right now. As much as we can get away with, anyway. Go with that. Let's bring that on for torches, because I think we're probably done at this point. Okay, yellow key. Alright, so we're not... We're okay. So I guess we're going to open the yellow door and we're going to call that a mission for the moment. Because down a player, I don't think we want to continue too much further just in case of random mini-bosses and whatever. Also, stress levels again. But poor Anion, somebody's going to have to break the news to him that he's dead again. Does mean we'll need yet another invitation, but... Okay, so you're now no longer in Fury. We can afford to wait until he gets to wasting level, because then he won't go into the mad mode. He'll just complain about blood that he needs. This is where we have an encounter there as well. And that might actually cause me more problems if there is another one. But if nothing else, we've got a good amount of gold coming back. It's not been a particularly bad adventure. We've come back with more blood than we started. Could trade it for another treasure, I suppose? No, I think we're fine with what we got. Alright, now we can do it. Hello, sir. I wish to give you some blood.
Glittering gold, trinkets and
Alright, well, it's only a couple of common artifacts. Nothing we really wanted, I suppose, but Arjun's resolve is tested. Rapturous!
The mind cannot hope to withstand such an assault.
There was an encounter here. They're surprised, though, and we need to get this done. Alright, so down a person, let's prioritize. 10 damage to you. You're dead. There was a chance we could have killed that. We can do 19. We can do 17 damage. The first. The way opens. Ray blast. Dodge and miss. Okay, we're still okay. First strikes again. 5. Alright, does some healing. Alright, this time. There we go. Subterranean Skewer misses. Alright, just the Chevalier to go. Doesn't bleed. Judge for another 5. Smites for 8. And does he have 5 bleed? He does. There we go. Perfect. Alright, exact. I think we're going to abandon that and just return there. And we could go one more just to see what this room is. It's empty, supposedly, so we'll have a go. It is tainted with blight. Yep, he badly needs blood. So we'll give him some. Alright, further scout report. We go up or down, which lead to up or down like places. Alright, that's where we'll leave it.
We fall so that we may learn to pick ourselves up once again.
And we take all of the aliens. 42 crests at that point. Well, still some stuff we need to sort out, really, but, you know, one extra death, one free armor upgrade. Hey, Shadowhawk's getting another upgrade.
Utility.
Except that we can't give him the armor upgrade, of course. Alright, trade more of these. How many do we need? 32.
A sharper sword.
Alright, armor upgrade now done.
Shield. Anything to prolong a soldier's life.
And we'll take advantage of the free armor upgrade. Alright, so base hit points of 20, dodge of 20.
In time, you will know
quite get
the
there.
tragic extent of my failings.
Let me We should be getting to the point now where we just need Instructor Mastery level 3. Maybe I could force this, actually. Okay. So now... So now we get level 2 heroes occasionally.
Even here, in the mud and rain.
Alright, with that done, let's have Mara go and do some of this. Shadowhawk can go and do some of that. And you can go and do some of that. Alright. So party's well situated there, and we're now at the point where we can... Yes, you had died again. You were informed well that you are in fact dead. It is your own fault. And that's all I shall say about it, sir. It was, in fact, your own fault. Alright, so we have a ruins encounter. We still need to pick up another courtyard thing from that. Immune to death by a crimson curse. Which is interesting. But I think... Oh, if it wasn't for another helping, I might be in time to go for this now. Maybe I still will. Okay, so we will need you. We will need you as well. Probably in that order's fine. We then go with... So you have the ability to just be in the right place, in all fairness. We need 2 people who can work from the back. So I'm thinking maybe you and you. Oh wow, that's a lot of abilities wrong on you, in all fairness. In fact, you might actually be too far gone at this point.
Send this one to journey elsewhere, for we have need of sterner stock.
Right, bonuses versus the Unholy, which is okay in the dungeon we're going to. And that we'll replace with that. Okay, so we're taking 2 vamps on a journey off to deal with a prophet. So no upgrades, no upgrades. Upgrade, 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 upgrade. And then just a quick skill up. So he's in the front row, so we will want to do guard increase, obviously. Knockback's useful. Crush is useful, and we will go for the increased dodge and stress relief. So what do we do with you? Chop's fine. We need to do the damage. Intimidate's fine as well. Self-healing's always a good thing to have. I guess we take Purge. And just trade the order around. Yeah, so guard, dodge, retribution needs to be leveled up. That's what I haven't done. Okay, so that should do. Let us unequip all trinkets. Sort by that. So, we will take this for the increased accuracy, and then we will take the Book of Sanity. You can have the Ancestral Scroll, and unfortunately we don't have anything else that does stress relief, so... Let's just hope you're good. In fact, let's take all the healing skill increases. Yeah, so 40% healing, that should do fine. You can have the Tough Ring and the Solar Crown. And our Arbalist at the back. We still don't have any Arbalist stuff. Scouting and Lack of Surprise seems good to me. Okay, you also have additional healings, the Bolus, Sniper, and Sniper. Okay. So, let's go and slay the boss. We'll take 2 blood with us. Full stack of food, 2 of those, 2 of those, extra bandage, extra 1 of those, 2 keys, 2 of those, and a stack of torches. Okay, we'll also take some of these. 3 of those should do, for no reason whatsoever. Let us embark.
Excavations beneath the manor were well underway when a particularly ragged indigent arrived in the hamlet. This filthy, toothless miscreant boasted an uncanny knowledge of my ambitions and prognosticated publicly that, left unchecked, I would soon unleash doom upon the world.
No, I don't see why we'd do that.
The echoes of his mindless tittering reverberate maddeningly.
Well, so much for that. Alright, so he should be there. But first off, we need to deal with some grunts. So let's go stun you. Crush you.
Executed with impunity.
Bolus.
Another
32 crit chop. Well, the party can dish it out. And of course we can keep the light up as well. Alright, bayonet jab. Missed.
We require only the strength to follow it.
Okay, our vampire arbalist doing
Seize this
good work.
momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Some extra heirlooms. Excellent. And scout records. Well, we're going to pick up all the curiosity treasure rooms before we get to there, unfortunately. Yeah, might as well torch this just to increase the chance of things. Alright, chance for some blood, but no invitations yet. Judgment for 7. Yes, behold the power of the blood! 4 to 7. 3 to 6. I suppose we've got a chance of killing one of them. It did.
As the enemy crumbles.
Crush for 8. Chop for 15. Alright, the first. Yet another vampire? Yes, yet another vampire. Sniper shot for 6. Alright, judgment.
Continue the onslaught.
That's another kill.
Destroy
Undoes some of the
them
blight damage.
all.
Crush for 11.
Destroyed.
Well, at least we've got a couple of extra blood, which we're going to need now that we've got another
Brought
vampire.
low and driven into the mud.
I suppose it might as well be you here. Removes the last stress we currently have as we move on to the next room, which is, of course, a curiosity room. Another surprise party. Stun you. Yeah.
Their formation
I mean, I did
broken.
stun. That wasn't, you know,
Maintain the offensive.
it felt worth it. Crit 24. Crush for 5. And the enemies are not doing well right now, has to be said. We're not complaining, mind, but they're not doing well. Temptation grows with each blow! Crush, miss. And I can only do 14, annoyingly, so we do need to hit that guy at the back. Judgment for 8. Crit 27. And another one falls.
A faint hope blossoms.
And we are running out of item space, so a couple of food. We'll grab all of that. Kind of want to keep everything else, especially as we can holy water this, so leave that alone. Divine benefit. Alright, on to the next area. Yeah, I suppose we need torch at the moment.
Struck. A blazing star is born.
Locked display cabinet with things that we want. Hunger moves us down to 8. Thankfully we're okay for stress levels, so we don't need to necessarily have the full camping thing. Yet another surprise. Group of enemies. There's 7, and I think we are just going to shoot him to death with you. Unless you decide to just shoot our guy. Mark him at the same time just for good measure. Fine. Retribution then. Set this up. Chop you for 11. Dodge. Death.
Give them no quarter.
Dead weight is also dodged. Alright. On we go. Judge the first one. Sniper shot. Can do 14. Didn't quite do enough. Counter attack for 4. Maybe do a self-heal round actually here. Let's get ourselves back on top of our hit points a little bit. Especially as I'm crushing you to death. Party heal for free.
Soothed. Sedated.
And 9. Missed by 1. Alright, gain some more blood as well out of the deal. Let's use our last key.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzy.
Gain another healing charm. It's an uncommon thing, at least it's reasonably valuable. Okay, so we've got at least another 3 encounters just before we get to that point, and we're out of keys at this stage. Log mechanism was trapped, and nothing of value there anyway. Alright, are we going to get yet another vampire? Let's find out. Zap you for 10. Alright, so that puts that within bolus range, which is why I decided to do that. That free action, or you decided to mark him? You just decided to mark him. Alright, we'll kill... Alright, we'll attempt to kill that one. Digestion. Resist the blight, good. We still do have 2 anti-venom and 2 bandages in case we get rather severe bleeding in a moment, but we should be fine. Okay. Also slowed. Thankfully, that thing's dead. It doesn't heal until it finishes its turn, so almost bleed. Determined to do things that annoy us, isn't he? Crit 22, though. Shot the one that isn't currently ready. Crush 9. Alright. Battle over. Another uncommon trinket.
Promises success.
And of course these. I mean, we already have duplicates of both of these, actually, but let's go with that anyway. It's probably the most valuable way around this goes. Okay, both our vamps are back to normal.
The light, the promise of safety.
Right, judgment on you. 1 down. Crush shop. That means they're both within bolus range now. A little bit of healing to do, but actually the party is in really good shape in a lot of ways. Yeah, let's actually do a healing round.
War can be healed, but never hidden.
No, fine. I was going to use bolus, but I might as well start shooting the guy at the back then. 7. And crush 13.
Abomination cleansed from our lands.
So the party is unstressed in the slightest right now. This is just a normal day at wherever we happen to be. Meanwhile, it's trapped. Yeah, we ran out of keys. How many battles is it going to make us go through? I'm glad I am waiting on this camp, because otherwise we'd have just not made it. I normally decide the halfway point to camp just to, you know, get the maximum benefit out of battles beforehand, but...
The twisted faces of the damned, piled
okay.
high and cloaked in malice.
I said we were doing well, and that's the punishment. Resist the stun. Let's see. Intimidate. Put the damage debuff on. Hello, Collector. Set up a retribution. Okay. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to mark him. I should really have tried marking him that turn, but obviously didn't have the people in the way. 1 head games. Okay. So party was doing well. We had 0 stress. Obviously the game decided, no, that's too much now. Healing 11. We can one-shot. Well, he could one-shot the vessel if he hits. At least I'm glad I put the retribution up. Alright, we're gonna have to mark and go for crit hits now. Meanwhile, let's go for this. See, now after this combat, it's worth having a rest. God darn it. You're the one person. Thankfully we got the crit in for just enough damage to undo that. Headache. 13, counter 7. Alright, you're taking a little too much damage, so let's... Unfortunately, we got rid of everything, didn't we? Of course we did. Reset up Retribution. Alright, Collect Call gives another Man-at-Arms. Judge for 7. Sniper Shot. So these should now do a lot more damage, and got a couple of rounds before that mark goes away. I was hoping that would do enough. Arguably, we should be dealing with a Jest with the Vestal, but I think the way we got this is the priority's correct. However, that is done near a death's door check. Yeah, I have to try and do the damage. Alright. Heal for 9. Collection is dodged. Counterattack. Alright, he's down to 4 hit points. Should be safe here now, I think. Alright, the collector's down. The corpse, for some reason, has run to the front, but that's because they're all dying now. Okay, an expensive gemstone. That is worth considerably more than the gemstone we currently have. I guess we're camping here, then.
Gathered close in tenuous.
I don't like it, but we are getting the full food here. We just want to remove as much as possible. Alright. So that should prevent nighttime ambush. That also has a good chance of restoring bleeding, so, you know, advantage gained. Okay, 4 left. So I think what we want to do here is we want to add dodge and crit to the party as much as possible. That will help with what we're doing.
As the light gains purchase,
okay.
Spirits are lifted.
Onwards we go.
And
70, 70, 60, 70. You have a slight stress, so you have a go. That wasn't too bad, at least.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
And it's increased monetary gains, I suppose, so can't complain too much. Alright. With additional dodge. And thankfully that seems to be working. Judgment at the back.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Shop crit 32. Perfect. Maybe I'll do Bolus here. Yeah, do Bolus.
A decisive pummeling.
Brings him to the front. We can do a Retribution Strike next. Not quite enough to kill. I was kind of hoping we'd keep the Acolyte in the front, but didn't quite get exactly what I wanted there. Eldritch Pull. I must have blood! But they don't have blood! They're terrible! 4. And heal up. Alright, back to the back you go. Now we have Retribution up. I don't suppose it matters particularly. They both do kind of similar effects. So I suppose if I'd have gone and killed you, then the other one would have just tried stab moves, which are quite low priority. Alright, plenty of loot.
Remind yourself.
Scout reports. So,
slow and insidious killer.
Fairly certain he's in this one. So let's move on. It's only 60, but we'll have a go. Restores a little bit of stress. I know I'm kind of negating this by just going straight into the darkness, but...
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Okay. Sat's contents are ours. The good news is if he goes into Blood Fury now, that's 25 additional damage, and we want to be killing certain things. Oh, god damn it. Trap. Is that causing bleed?
By foul invention.
Nope, just causing damage. Alright, here we go. God damn it. Well, I guess we're dealing with a prophet in the dark then. I'm going to keep using that, if only for light effects. I realise you can now undo it, but you've actually gone for a pull, which has missed. Yeah, I'm aware, but I just do things the way I do them. For 15. So I play this game entirely on the mouse. It's just the way I do it. Yeah, you show that corpse. Yeah, again, we're going to use Dazzling Light, not because we want it stunned, but because we want to just raise the light levels a little bit more.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
Deliberately wasting time with heals. We know it's going to do some stress damage here, but can live with that. Just want to get a few extra hit points set up, and unfortunately, I guess we're going to have to do it now. Alright, take all of those.
Success.
We'll take these over the shovels. Actually, there's now a possibility we need the shovels now, so let's go with that. We're going to be rich after this one anyway. I should have guessed that, in all honesty. It's always usually the furthest away, but that obviously would have required slightly more rooms, arguably, or the same number of rooms. 77. Empty sack, and we have no way to explore that properly, so I'm going to leave it. Okay then. No stuff, no things. Let's go.
The madman.
The Prophet and the various pews we will want to destroy.
His mindless drivel.
It prophesies my end. I need blood. Yes, you do. I'm going to give you blood, actually. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go for... Monster crits are up. Player crits are up as well. Yeah, let's start. Let's put on the dodge buff. Unfortunately, you didn't want it. Chop Pew 1. Mark the Prophet. Eye on you. Yeah, I should have waited. I should have done the things, because this is the reason why we have the Aegis scales. But now he's only using it on one person. It's now easier for us to defend this. I will taste you, and nothing can stop me. All right, Judgment on the pew. Okay, so he will absorb the entirety of the damage for the next one. Well, we might as well get some damage done on the Prophet. Retribution on the pew. Eye on us. Rubble of Ruin, which will be dodged. As long as there's one target, we can use those. And I figured 3 would be enough, but we'll see. Judgment does up to 10. I guess we start on the next one. Keep shooting for damage, because we will eventually need to turn our attentions to that. Chop that to death. Need to scale, and crush the pew. We have very light blight. I think we're actually okay with that. Yeah, let's kill these, because these are worth a ton of money if we kill these as well as the Prophet. So, Pre 15. Alright, now it's just you. Fulminate. Okay, so let's go for the scale. And let's apply some healing to yourself. Alright, so from now on we can't dodge that, but we should be in okay position for this. Well, rather, anybody except our certain back line should be safe for this. Now, he is very resistant to stun, so we're not going to try. Crit 14. Alright, we are going to protect here. Yes, behold the power of the blood! Shot beef 15. And... yeah, I guess we get boss. 5 damage. Fulminate. He's already got a protection bonus up at the moment, so should be okay. In fact, I think we can kill him this round anyway. 20. Yeah, 17 to go. That should be fine. 10. Okay, so as long as you hit, this should do. Eye on you. You're stunned. Thankfully, you're not, so you have a chance to do this. Accuracy is the same either way. Crush.
Did he foresee his own demise? I care not, so long as he remains dead.
Indeed. Alright. So now we take that over that and debate things. We have exactly 1 blood left. So I figure that's probably worth it on that basis there. Don't want either of those. Yeah, okay, we will take the blood over the thing we already have. Actually, we got this, haven't we? Yeah. And I suppose these will sell slightly better than 470 gold. So we will return to Hamlet in glory with another boss downed. And a second help in. Okay, various people at level 2, but all of these people are still fine to continue. Fated, which is awesome. Okay, weapon reduction cost is fine for the moment.
Can you feel it? The walls between the sane world and that unplumbed dimension of delirium are tenuously thin here.
So we have the Sunken Crew still to go, and we have the Icarite Flesh, which I don't remember offhand in all honesty. We also have the Winemaker's Reserves, and if I just have a quick check on our blood levels, we're down to 10. So something to think about for next week. I'm going to call that a stream here. We are going to have a stream later on today, which will be the Guns of Icarus ACSS recruitment stream, effectively. We're going to do some air shanties, we're going to do some shenanigans, stuff things, lots of fun. Feel free to join. The game is currently free, or at least the Alliance's version is free. Just as an FYI, I don't know whether the main game is. We'll have to experiment and see what happens. But yeah, feel free to join us. We will see you at that point. Also, we get a level 2 occultist.
To fight the abyss, one must know it.
The abyss. Yeah, new occultist is always a good thing. We like occultists here. So, until the next time, people. Until then.